Up first, we're going to see a film called Fitting. It's the story of two women who run into each other in a fitting room in a bridal gown shop. With me are two guests. Larry Zeigelman is the director and co-writer of Fitting. Larry, welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for inviting me.
And Grace McPhillips is the producer, the co-writer, and star, one of the two stars of Fitting, and thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
So this is a story of two women, and I was so taken with the sort of backstage approach. No men around, just two women, women behaving as they do when men aren't around. You co-wrote this. Do you understand women that well?
No, I don't. The process of writing it was a really interesting thing. We actually workshopped the script. Do you know, tell them how we did that?
So my co-actress, Calliope Porter, who plays Allie, we had actually been in a scene showcase together for the Women's Theater Alliance a couple years back, and we loved the characters and said, you know, gosh, wouldn't it be fun to make a film with these? Let's just totally remove them.
So this was a scene you had worked on and then decided to make into a film?
The characters were the same, but we had done an entirely different scene. And so I had approached Larry and said, hey, what do you think about making something new?
Well, it's interesting because there is such a backstory with these two characters who meet accidentally, but there's a whole history behind them, and you managed to bring that out. I'm not quite sure how, but it's obvious these two women have known each other for a long time, hadn't seen each other for a while, and weren't that crazy about each other to start with.
Yeah, there was some serious backstory to them. We had it. Maybe it doesn't all come through, but that's what kind of causes the rift, like years ago, and then they come together and then bump into each other.
The film screened at the Whitaker showcase here in St. Louis. Where else has it been seen, or where else will it be seen? Is there a festival circuit you're taking it around to? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it had its international debut in Vancouver at the Women in Film Festival up there, and then we actually played at the Cultural Center in Chicago as part of Women in Film Chicago's Females in Focus series. It's played at MoFest, and there's a bunch of festivals that we are still kind of crossing our fingers for. So hopefully we'll have some more information on that. And then it'll play again here in St. Louis as the award winner for the Whitaker Festival. We're now in the St. Louis International.
So you'll be here for the big film festival in November.
In November,
yes,
right.
We'll be back.
Yeah,
well, this is a film that should be seen, and we're going to see it right now. Let's watch Fitting. I have to say, I did not see that coming. Maybe I'm dense or I'm dim, but as the film ended and we learned about hope, both these characters were so changed in my eyes, knowing what I now know. How were you able to sort of pull off that surprise?
That was actually Larry's idea, was hey, what if the wedding's not happening?
This outgoing, ballsy, gutsy woman really wasn't that at all. She was someone completely different.
Right. I like creating characters that have this facade to them. And I mean, she is this bigger than life character up front. And then when you see her at the end, you kind of realize why she is the way she is up front. And it makes it all appropriate.
You work in advertising in Chicago, Larry, right? You produce commercials and video and all that kind of stuff.
20 years.
Film is your avocation, your passion, your...
It started off as a hobby. Then I just started taking some classes, starting writing some short films and shooting them, and it became like a passion for me. And now I'm on the fence. I'm kind of between, I freelance now as an advertising creative, and I'm also a director, and I direct, you know, so I can have my time and my cake and eat it too.
And pay the bills too.
Yes, yes.
And Grace, you've been in a number of films, and you've got some things coming up.
Yeah, we're actually really excited. We're moving into a feature film called Beautiful Little Fools.
Beautiful
Little Fools.
Little Fools.
And it's a fried green tomatoes kind of story, and the woman in the past is actually Zelda Fitzgerald. And Beautiful Little Fools, if that rings a bell, it's what Daisy Buchanan says in The Great Gatsby. But actually the line is originally from Zelda Fitzgerald. She, after coming out of the anesthesia of giving birth to her daughter, said she hoped it was beautiful and a fool, a beautiful little fool.
Wow. When are we going to see that? When's that?
Hopefully that will come to theaters winter 2014.
We'll be watching for it. In the meantime, fitting as an award winner at the Whitaker, will be showing at the St. Louis International Film Festival in November.
Yeah.
Yes, we're excited about that.
I look forward to it. Look forward to seeing it again. Thank you both very much for being on Frames, and continued success to you both.
Thank you very much.